Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel to another holiday season yoga flow. My name is Daria. If you're new here, welcome. Today's class is called Sugar Plum Fairy Flow, and it is inspired by the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. So it'll be very balletic and dancey and fluid and fun, hopefully. So all you'll need for this class is yourself and some place to move, and whenever you're ready, let's get into it. We'll get started today sitting on our knees, so find your way there. Your toes can be tucked underneath you and you can sit back from there, or if this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to untuck your toes and rest the tops of your feet down to the mat. Take a moment here just to settle. Close your eyes, allow your breath to move more deeply into your body so that it can fill up your full torso. You're welcome to rest your palms face down on your thighs or face up if that's feeling better. And as the breath deepens, allow the deepening of the breath to create a full body softening, like you're dropping anything that's happened so far in your day, or maybe your month, or even the full year. Let your shoulders fall down your back and then feel your spine growing in two directions, rooting down through your sitting bones and your heels into the earth, and then reaching tall through the very top of your skull. And let's all take a big inhale through the nose together. So breathe in and let go of a big sigh out through your mouth. And cleansing and clearing, creating space to feel more present in this moment. One more like that. Inhale through your nose. Big sigh out of your mouth. Don't be afraid to breathe audibly. Blink your eyes open. Untuck your toes and we'll find hands and knees, quadruped position. Take a few rounds of cat-cows here. Move at your own pace. Let the inhale allow your spine to find a cow shape, so arching, sticking the butt back, reaching the heart forward. And then let the exhale press down through your palms into the earth as you round between your shoulders and puff up the space behind your heart. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more rounds at your own pace. Good. Find a neutral spine and root down into your left palm as you reach your right fingertips forward in line with your shoulder. Then reach back through your left toes. Right toes can tuck for a little extra support. Take an inhale to elongate everything, and then on the exhale, contract. Draw your right knee and your left elbow to touch. Inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, curl in, press the earth away, down through left hand. Inhale, reach long. This time, as you exhale, kick your left heel in towards your sitting bone. Sweep your right arm around back behind you and see if you can grab the top of left foot. And from there, begin to kick. So stretch your heart forward to the top of the mat. Activate your left glute and kick your left foot into your right hand. Can you lift your left toes up as much as you reach your gaze high? Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, gently release your right palm back down to the mat. Keep your left leg floating, hovering here. Tuck your right toes behind you if you're not, and press to a 3-legged plank so the 2 hands and the right foot are rooted. You can crawl the right toes back if you need more space. From here, you can stay or maybe just play with stretching the right fingertips forward, and it might be a process of kind of finding your balance and your stability. Squeeze front body to back body and stay for 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Good. Right palm roots. Drop your left knee to the mat and drop your right knee down. Everything to the other side. Root right palm and left toes. Stretch right toes back as left hand reaches forward. Elongate as you inhale. On the exhale, draw left elbow and right knee together to touch. Contract your core. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, curl inward. And one more. Inhale, reach long. And then this time, a circle, left hand to grab for the top of right foot as you curl your heel towards your sitting bone. Once you've found that connection, root down deeper into your right hand and then begin to kick, energizing from glute to foot. And feel an elongating through your whole front body from the very base of your pelvic floor, lifting up towards your sternum and then beyond your heart. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Left palm down. Keep your right foot floating. Tuck your left toes. You can press up to a plank from here and maybe wiggle the left toes a little bit back so that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Then stay or root into right palm and left toes and begin to stretch your left fingers forward. It's okay if you come out, just get right back into it. It's okay if you're wobbling, me too. We'll stay here for 3, for 2, 1. Good. Release everything back to the mat, finding a tabletop position. Then tuck your toes behind you, press into your palms, and lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And take a moment to set yourself up in this shape today, allowing the way you experience it to be unique to this practice in this moment in time. Let your breath comb down the lines of your legs and comb through your spine so that it can stretch longer out through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Then as you exhale, step or float your way up to a forward fold. Take a couple breaths here. The feet can be hips distance apart or together, whatever you need. Find a ragdoll and waterfall your spine down and try to drop everything. This is a great place to take another sigh if there's any residue that you're holding on to or anything that you feel you could clear or release. And begin to walk your feet together, toes touch, leave a sliver of space between your heels, micro bend your knees, and then drive your heels down into the earth. So you're creating like a pressing from your pelvis down to your feet into the earth. Then bring your hands to your hips and we'll rise up to stand, keeping a flat back. Draw your shoulder blades together and then grow your spine high. Now from here, keep energetically activating down through your feet. Your toes can be super spread and then anchor, especially big toes and pinky toes. Take an inhale to sweep your fingertips out and up overhead. Lift your gaze towards your thumbs. As you exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. The butt goes back and the heart goes forward. Take an inhale for halfway lift, wash up into a flat back. Weight goes more forward into your toes. Then exhale, plant your palms and step or float back to a high plank. Shift forward, lowered chaturanga. Untuck your toes and inhale, press to upward facing dog or cobra if it's serving you better today. As you exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. And we'll go 2 more rounds through this Sun A to build some heat in the body to start warming up through all the muscles and all the fibers. Inhale, gaze forward. As you exhale, step or float to the top, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, iron it out. And then exhale, fold, heart pours down towards your big toes. As you inhale, circle your fingertips wide and then all the way up, gaze comes towards your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, swell into a halfway lift. Exhale, palms plant, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, ride your breath back to downward facing dog. Press the earth away from you. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, elongate, breathe, and exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips rise, gaze rises. Exhale, dive down, heart forward movement as you bow over your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, your version. Upward facing dog is your inhale breath. Exhale washes you back to downward facing dog. Take one inhale here. And an exhale to stay and to settle and to root deeper into hands and feet. As you inhale, sweep your right leg high for three-legged down dog. Keep your left knee micro-bending. Then activate your right glute and see if you can lift the right leg up just a bit higher from your hamstring, from the back line of right leg. Take another inhale. On your exhale, lift your left heel, come really high onto the tips or the ball of your left foot. And then as you exhale, hug your right knee through your chest and then step to the top of your mat, landing the foot softly, deliberately down. Inhale, rise all the way up to warrior two. So anchor the knife edge of left foot. Check the alignment of your feet. Can be heel to heel or heel to arch, whatever you need. And then can you deepen the sinking of your hips so that they're aligned with your front knee? Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we'll find extended side angle, either right elbow to right thigh as the left arm reaches skyward, or you can sprinkle right fingertips down. Right away, inhale, reverse warrior. Right fingertips rise, left fingertips sprinkle down to outer left thigh or maybe outer left shin. We'll flow through these two movements a couple more times. So inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm maybe goes all the way beside your ear. Then inhale, rise and reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. One more time, we'll rise up. Inhale, reverse warrior. And this time, as you exhale, just pivot to face the top of your mat, high crescent lunge. Left heel is high. As you exhale, begin to bow your torso forward, but keep stretching your vertebrae away from each other in opposite directions. Press more weight down into your right foot. Come up onto the tip of your left big toe, and then stretch your left leg back behind you. Take an inhale in airplane pose. Imagine that your fingertips are being pulled back while your heart is being pulled forward simultaneously with an equal amount of energy. Inhale here. As you exhale, rise to stand. Draw your knees to touch and then curl your left heel in toward your left sitting bone. We'll set up for dancer's pose. Right arm stretches high and the left hand comes to the inside of left foot. Stay right here and breathe. Squeeze your inner thighs together as if they're magnetized, and notice how that creates a lifting action all the way up your pelvic floor to your heart. Think of elongating your torso and then begin to kick foot to hand, same as we did from the quadruped position. Keep digging your right toes down into the mat. Activate left glute. And then even as you begin to bow forward, as you kick deeper, keep magnetizing your inner thighs together and continue to create more length in your front body each time that you breathe in. And if you wobble, that's okay. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find just a bit more length. And exhale, dig deeper into what you're experiencing. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. You can let go of the grip of your foot, but keep your heel curling in towards your butt. Then as you exhale, just bow all the way forward on one leg until you can sprinkle your fingertips down. Stretch your left toes all the way skyward for standing splits. Take an inhale here to stretch the crown of your head down towards your toes, and then an exhale to bend and bow more deeply forward. Now, bend your left knee, bend your right knee, and begin to sink all the way down to a seat, crossing your left knee to the outside of your right foot. And then lower your sitting bones all the way down toward the earth. Sprinkle right fingertips back behind you at the base of your spine, and then press your forearm into your low back to encourage a rising, lifting action. Inhale here, left fingertips stretch high. And exhale, create a twist. You can either hook left elbow to outside of right thigh, or you can give yourself a little hug here. And try to send your awareness to your sitting bones rooting. So really feel those anchor points digging down. Then from those points, revolve the left ribs toward the right ribs. And as your spine continues to rotate, maybe the gaze and the head finally turn over the right shoulder. Last inhale here, create length. And on your exhale, maybe twisting just a bit deeper. Beautiful. Revolve back to face the top of your mat. Step into your right foot. Stretch your left leg long and back behind you like a low lunge. We'll plant the palms as gracefully as possible. Glide your right foot back to a high plank, or you can hover it and take Ekapada Chaturanga. Lower down halfway. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, reach your left leg high. Micro bend right knee, dig your right toes into the earth, then activate the left glute and lift your leg up just a bit higher. Even if it doesn't actually lift, create that sensation or that intention in your body. Then as you exhale, lift your right heel, curl in, contract your core, and as softly as possible, step the left foot through to the top of your mat. And right away, we rise to warrior two. So the right foot digs down deeply into the earth. Take a breath here to inflate your torso with new air. And then on the exhale, settle both of your hips and sitting bones slightly deeper so that they track in line with the angle of your front knee. Inhale here, stretch forward through left fingertips, and then exhale, extended side angle. Reach up with the right arm, gaze inside of your elbow crease. Inhale, rise, reverse warrior. Use your feet as anchors to create the length and the effervescence in your upper body. And then exhale, we'll shift back, forward, extended side angle. The inhale rises you up to reverse warrior. And the exhale, come forward, sprinkle the left fingertips down, right arm reaches overhead maybe. Last time, inhale, rise all the way up, reverse the warrior. As you exhale, we'll spin back to face the top of the mat. Lift your right heel and reach your fingertips up, high crescent lunge. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, reach forward with your heart, reach back with your fingertips, bow your torso towards your left thigh. Then begin to transition weight into the left foot, slowly rising all the way to airplane pose. The right toes reach back behind you and the heart stretches forward. Take an inhale here. And then begin to rise up to stand on your left foot. Keep the right leg lifted and curl heel to sitting bone. Dancer's pose prep. Left arm reaches up toward the sky. Right hand grabs for the inside of right foot. Now feel a line of energy running from the base of your left foot all the way through the tips of your left fingertips and then beyond. Keep that length as you inhale. As you exhale, start to kick right foot into your hand. Magnetize your inner thighs to keep the hips both squaring toward the front of the mat. And then allow your torso to bow forward only as it becomes necessary because of how much you're reaching up and back through the right toes. Steady your gaze. Find one point to focus on and then let your mind be as unwavering as the gaze. 2 more rounds of breath. Good, last inhale. And last exhale. Awesome. Rise up to stand, but don't put the right foot down. Reach both of your hands up toward the sky, and then take an exhale to bow forward, testing the balance as you fold over the left leg. Reach the right toes toward the sky, standing splits. Take an inhale to stretch your body out in every direction. And then an exhale to dig a little deeper. Bow more forward. Relax head toward toes. Good. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, gaze a little forward, and then super slowly, gracefully sink the top of right foot down and then the right knee outside of the left foot. Sitting bones root to the earth. The left fingertips come down to sprinkle behind you. Right fingertips stretch up toward the sky. Inhale here to grow longer, longer, longer. And then exhale, find your twist. And become aware of your feet. Dig down into your toes. It's like you're lifting from your toes all the way up to your heart. And then let the spiraling of your spine happen gradually and in an order that makes sense from bottom to top, so that the neck and the gaze and the head are the last things to revolve. Inhale. Last exhale here. Spin back to face the top of your mat. Step into your left foot. Plant your palms and glide your right toes back behind you. Then press the earth away. See if you can step your left foot back to a plank or hover the leg for Ekapada Chaturanga. Shift forward. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stretch up through the crown of your head. Exhale, glide back. Downward facing dog. Pause here for 2 rounds of breath. Re-anchor the hands and the feet and root your awareness back into this moment right now. And you can do this by becoming aware of your breath, becoming aware of any little sensations that you're feeling in your body, any fires, any activations, anywhere that feels especially heated and warmed from your movement and your breath. One more moment here, and then we'll flow this sequence just one more time on each side. So, on your next inhale, stretch the right toes high. As you exhale, lift the left heel round through your core and step right foot through to the top of your mat. Align your feet as you transition, rise to warrior 2. Inhale, stretch forward through the right fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise, reverse. Exhale, reach forward and extend. Last time, inhale, we rise high. And then face forward to the top of your mat, pivoting on your left toes so your heel rises. Then begin to shift your torso forward, reach back through your fingertips, press into the right foot, and reach your left toes long and back behind you, airplane. Inhale here. Exhale, rise to stand. Press your right foot down into the mat. Stamp it there and imagine that millions of roots are extending down through the sole of that foot so it can't move even if it wants to. Left hand reaches for inside of left foot. Right fingertips go high. Inhale here to create length. Exhale, dancer's pose. And we'll take 3 breaths here. Let the movement be motivated by the breath. So body and breath are in constant communication. There's constantly a lifting and then a deepening. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Good. Inhale, rise to stand, but don't put the left foot down. We'll just swan dive forward over the right leg and stretch the left toes toward the sky, standing splits. Inhale here, stretch out through your vertebrae. Exhale. Can you connect your belly to your right thigh as you drop your head? Bend both of your knees. Sink all the way down to a seat with the right foot stamped outside of your left thigh. Right fingertips come down behind you. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, twist. 2 more breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose, keeping the lips sealed. Ujjayi pranayama. One more inhale. And exhale. Spin back to face the top of your mat. Step into right foot as you plant your palms and glide the left toes back behind you. Place your hands, then glide your right foot back, either stepping the toes down or you can keep the leg hovering. We'll lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Can you keep the right leg still hovering if it was? Exhale back to downward facing dog, maybe 3-legged down dog with the right leg still hovering. Good, and then we'll all find downward facing dog so you can drop the right foot if it was still lifted. Take an inhale here. And the clearing, clarifying exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, softly step left foot through to the top of your mat. Root your feet and rise to warrior 2. Then shift forward and find extended side angle. Right arm reaches skyward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drive down through your front heel and knife edge of right foot. And then exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, rise, reverse warrior. Exhale, last time, shift forward. Left fingertips down, right arm goes up and over. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, shift your torso to face the top of your mat. Lift your right heel. All 10 toes face forward, all 10 fingertips rise. Inhale. Exhale, torso reaches forward. Fingertips reach back. Press into the left foot and reach your right toes back behind you. Airplane. Inhale. Then exhale, rise to stand. Left foot stamps into the earth. Reach for the inside of right foot with right hand as the left arm stretches high. Take an inhale to elongate. Exhale, dancer's pose. 3 rounds of breath. Make them deep, make them full, and send them to where you need them. Last inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, we rise. Right heel stays lifted. Exhale, bow forward over the left thigh. Fingertips come down, then right toes stretch up toward the sky. And wherever you are, it doesn't matter how high the right leg is or what shape you're creating externally, but just try to feel like this beautiful line from your left toes all the way through your right toes, reaching in opposite directions. Soften into both of your knees, gaze down, and then bring the right shin, right knee, and sitting bones to the mat. Left fingertips reach back behind you. Inhale, right fingertips go high. Exhale, twist it out. 2 breaths here. And the feet stay active, toes are bright and spread. Good. Revolve back to face the top of your mat. Step into left foot. Plant your palms. Right toes glide back. Now we'll play again with maybe Ekapada Chaturanga. So left leg glides back. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, three-legged up dog, maybe. Exhale, 3-legged down dog, or just step back, whatever you need. If the left leg is lifted, go ahead and reground the left toes to the mat. Take an inhale through your nose in down dog. And a big sigh out of your mouth to let all of that rinse through. Sink your knees down to the mat. And then shift forward till you come to the top of your mat with the toes together to touch. Spread your knees open wide. We'll find a saddle pose, reclined saddle. So bring your fingertips back behind you and then lift up your hips and then kind of wiggle your sitting bones down in between your heels. The feet and the heels become like a saddle here for your glutes. You can stay here if you're already feeling quite a bit of sensation. Maybe lower to your elbows. Maybe all the way down to your back. And try to stay with whatever sensation you're experiencing, wherever you are. Close your eyes if it feels okay. And breathe more space through the fronts of your thighs, as if you could elongate the space from hip bones to knees. And if you lower down, begin to rise. So press your elbows down, and walk your fingertips back, and then rise all the way up to a seat. Shift so that your sitting bones anchor, and press the tops or press the bottoms of your feet into the earth at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to the fronts of your shins. And we'll take seated cat-cows here. So as you inhale, allow your knees to widen, create a swell from your sitting bones up through your heart, and then lift your gaze. As you exhale, contract through your core, rounding your spine. You can pull on your knees for leverage. Just one more like that. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your eyes, widen your knees. Exhale, knees straighten forward, core contracts, spine rounds. Good, and then reach forward with your fingertips and we'll lie all the way down onto our backs. And give yourself a big hug once you've arrived on the earth. So feel the whole back line of your spine pressing down as the knees draw in towards your chest. You can keep the sacrum rooted so you can really feel all these natural curves in the back line of your body. Might feel good to make circles around the low back, the base of the spine, or just to gently rock side to side. Then lift your head, lift your shoulder blades, squeeze yourself in really tightly. And then as you're ready, take a big exhale and unravel into Shavasana. Palms face up toward the sky as the toes extend toward the wide edges of your mat and then fall open. And let this be completely effortless. Just flopping open, breathing evenly, naturally, intuitively, and allowing all your efforts to soak into your skin, into your muscles, into your bones, and ultimately into your heart. And begin to slowly, steadily, and seamlessly reanimate body and breath. Feel the next breath that you take be deeper than the one before it. And then allow fingertips and toes to wiggle like you're tickling the air. Stretch yourself out into a long body stretch. Fingers go back behind your head and the toes go forward. And then lazily, gently roll to a fetal pose. Press into your palms, keep your eyes closed if you can, and find a spacious and comfortable seat, letting the knees fall open wide. Bring your hands to your heart so the thumbs are right in front of your sternum. Take a moment here to notice and feel your own touch, the warmth, the vibrations moving between your palms at all these little points of connection. And take one last introspective breath here. Notice any shifts that have occurred in body or mind since we began this practice. Inhale. Exhale. And then bow sweetly forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this dancy sugar plum fairy flow with me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was fun. And if you're not already, you can subscribe to my channel down below and become a part of this sweet little yoga community that we have here on YouTube. But I hope your December is going great. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you soon in another class. Bye.